this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Of 50 yards.
We had an idea that they might come out and challenge this secondary, but I don't know if we thought it'd be right out of the gate on the very first play of the game. But they did so successfully, they've got to feel good about how things have started.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Down right around the 25. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Back to you. I'm going. Kill.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
We got plenty of fight,
and this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys.
Touchdown.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
15-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he is all the way up past the 25. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. After the interception, here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check my 50.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Seahawks, first down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Elliott, toss right. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch the screen.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You can't block me.
Prescott to throw it. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Ezekiel.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire this deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to us.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Cowboys 21. Seahawks.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And he hit, and the ball is jarred free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 29, Wilson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. throwing the interception. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught by Penny. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now, the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
9 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd and 1.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Penny. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the...
A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Prescott on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 7 yards, the pickup there. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And now here is another interception.
They ain't ready for us.
Picked off at the 19, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 18. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Short throw to Disley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down, Prescott again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 20, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. They get the takeaway, but that's just step one, and they still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a three-score game, though, fourth quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
31, Seahawks 15. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the eye-in. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
At the 18-yard line.
Pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
55, my guy, 55.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's the option. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull it from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept